This is the OIF Update, a weekly roundup of news and feature stories about troops serving in Operation Iraqi Freedom. I'm Army Sergeant Tom Conning. Just over 100 days ago, Task Force Victory took the reins to lead Multinational Corps Iraq through a year that's already seen tremendous change. Army Sergeant Angel Ringo caught up with MNCI's top enlisted soldier to get his take on the year so far.
Well, what we've learned in the first 100 days is that this whole operation is evolving every day.
It's an evolution Command Sergeant Major Ralph Beam insists on seeing for himself. Multinational Corps Iraq's top non-commissioned officer has logged more than 5,000 miles visiting troops at forward operating bases across the country, getting a first-hand look at progress made and work yet to be done.
If you drive, I can spend as much time as I want and where I need any specific place so I can see what the soldiers are doing, because I'd say probably a good 70% of what the soldiers do here happens off the FOBs.
Part of that work includes building Iraqi security forces in size and ability, particularly local police.
We've established police headquarters, police outposts there. They're manning checkpoints. They're actually providing the security that's out there, so they've come a long way from, when we first got there was nothing.
To date, there are more than 80,000 local police officers, just over half the goal of 135,000.
We're turning over battle space every day. I think as long as we stand in their way and don't let them take the lead, then we will be here longer. But I think the next 100 days is going to be critical, because we're going to push them farther and farther forward, and they're picking it up.
Beam says he believes Iraqi forces remain on track to meet the command's goal of controlling 75% of the country's battle space by the end of summer. Army Sergeant Angel Ringo, Baghdad.
One of the teams ensuring the Iraqi forces meet the performance goals is the 49th Military Police Brigade. Specialist Marshal Pesta joins the MPs as they travel to Erbil to give support to the local Iraqi police.
Soldiers from the Baghdad-based 49th Military Police Brigade convoy throughout Iraq assisting local police. They help by training, tracking supplies and equipment, and helping Iraqis take control of their own areas. Convoy team leader Corporal James Shepard says the personal interaction with IPs makes a big difference in their training.
If you build some kind of relationship with them and a bond, they learn to trust you and you learn to trust them. They tend to listen to you a little more.
MPs meet with key leaders like police chiefs, mayors, and interior ministers. During meetings, they discuss the progress of training, status of equipment, and security situations in their area. The 49th's Deputy Commander, Colonel Don Courier, says the focus on police this year will yield visible results.
You're going to see police in more complete uniforms. You're going to see them with vehicles. You're going to see them aggressively patrolling. You're going to see them out on the streets talking to people instead of hiding in their patrol cars.
The coalition says that Iraqis need and want to take control of their provinces, and a well-trained police force is a visible sign of stability. I'm Specialist Marshal Pesta, Erbil, Iraq.
Elements of the 6th Brigade, 2nd National Police Division, and 3rd Battalion, 67th Armored Regiment seized a large cache of ordnance, documents, and radios in an eastern Baghdad neighborhood. The cache included over 140 landmines and almost 60 blocks of C4. The police and soldiers completed the mission without firing a shot. They detained 3 men in connection with the cache. No one was injured. Most troops driving in Iraq dread coming across roadside bombs, but some troops have the mission of finding and disabling these makeshift explosive devices. This convoy moves along at speeds that would rival a snail's pace. Or at least that's how the 10 miles per hour feels for most of the 5-hour-long patrol. The Navy Explosive Ordnance Disposal Tech's and Army Engineers' mission is to search for one of the deadliest weapons in Iraq, roadside bombs.
We're with a team that specializes in finding these IEDs, so that way other people can concentrate on just doing their mission.
That's Petty Officer 2nd Class Jacob Phillips, a Navy EOD tech that patrols at these slow speeds with 2 other techs and an engineer unit. It's a long and slow trip because this odd coupling of Navy and Army troops check out bags filled with trash to bricks and everything else that is suspicious along Iraq's roads. EOD Tech and Team Leader Petty Officer 1st Class Roy Sedano brings his team out to speed up this slow convoy.
Basically to cut down on the time that they have to sit and wait for EOD forces to show up.
An uneventful mission equals a good day, and on this trip they found no roadside bombs. The team hopes that no bombs means frustrated insurgents, which translates to safer streets for coalition forces and the Iraqi people. Finally, aircrews from the 101st Combat Aviation Brigade, 101st Airborne Division, defeated insurgents elsewhere while flying a reconnaissance mission. The crew found 2 insurgents trying to place an improvised explosive device near a road. They killed 1 insurgent and wounded the other. Coalition forces recovered the IED and later blew it up during a controlled blast. And that's the OIF Update. From Camp Victory in Baghdad, I'm Army Sergeant Tom Conning for the Multinational Corps Iraq Public Affairs Office.